Back in the postgame with IceDogs goaltender Owen Flores. Owen, 44 save performance for you against a tough Brantford team that is always a tough game when you go up against them. Seems like you bring your best in games like that. How did you feel out there tonight?
Yeah, 100%. I know I felt great, especially rivalry down the road. Like, we play them a lot, so it's every game matters. So it's always take it seriously.
And then you got a little bit nicked up there in the middle period, and you've actually gone through that a couple of times this year. What's your mentality when something like that happens and it takes you a second to get back into the game, and you're making so many saves there that you didn't really have time to really get a breather. So when you go down like that and you have to kind of refocus and get back in the game, how do you do that so well?
Yeah, pain's temporary. It doesn't last very long. Where it lasts a minute, seconds, hours, days. Just try to fight through it. It's temporary, so always kind of think of it that way.
What's your message to the guys in front of you? And the team's hemming you in, and they were kind of keeping them to the outside. There was a couple dangerous scoring chances in front, but as an overage guy, especially with a younger roster, what are you kind of trying to tell those guys out there? I know you're vocal at times.
Yeah, for sure. I try to direct the young guys in the right direction. Sometimes kind of get confused. It's new to them, so I try to kind of point them in the right direction. And then we got some older defensemen, some older forwards that kind of point them too. So I kind of just kind of back there, just quarterbacking them a little bit too.
Seems like this is the most confidence you've been playing with in your OHL career. What do you think has been the difference this year? As far I know you're in your overage year, but what do you think has been different for you this year as opposed to your first 3 years in the OHL?
Yeah, I think it's kind of just time. Goalies take a little bit longer to develop, so I think obviously the first 3 years you're kind of just getting used to it, and then when you're in your third and fourth final year, maybe fifth year, everything seems a little bit slower, especially going home, training with different guys, kind of going just through the motions, how it all works. So I just think that it just takes time.
And lastly, you're going to go on a 7-game road trip. What's the mindset as you guys head off on the road, and are you hoping to play in all of those games?
Yeah, it's tough, especially with all the games we've been playing this month. But on the road, I guess it's better just to be on the road all the time than kind of just back and forth. Especially this northern trip. Obviously, not a lot of people like it. Long bus rides, bus legs, everything. But I think we're able to push through and get these wins.